Sorry about that. I had some technical difficulties with the screen recorder. But yeah, that finishes up the character Weber size, just to give the students a better understanding of the way the characters interact with the different themes and the different events in this novel. So lastly, my last lesson is going to be the graphic organizer. I just wanted to say that this was probably my favorite part of the unit plan. It's going to be completed with an application called Poplet. Poplet is a super interactive and fun way to get students to interact and talk about different points of a novel, or just for any class, really. I really hope that the students will get something out of this. For this, the students are going to be choosing one of these themes here on the left-hand side, and then they're going to be attaching subcategories from that theme, and then from those subcategories attaching different events or characters from the novel, and using paraphrased events or quotes, direct quotes or paraphrased quotes, to talk about how those different themes play into the bigger parts of the novel. And then also at the bottom is going to be the graphic organizer rubric that just shows students how to get a better grade, and also to ensure their understanding of the multimedia project. Lastly, I have my unit resources here, and although these are for general students, just anyone who is reading this novel, I also think these are going to be super beneficial for English language learners. Here I have a Spark Notes version of the plot. It's going to be going to show little cartoons and get students to understand the plot better. Also, the students can understand the characters better and the themes and motifs. From there, I'm going to have here a map of Macomb, Alabama, just so the students gain an understanding of exactly how these things play out and exactly where they'd play out. Just give them a better mental image about what's happening in the novel. And then lastly, down here at the bottom, some helpful links, including I'm a podcast nerd, so I really geeked out on this one here. It's a podcast by NPR that talks about the historical significance of the book. Also connected with that is going to be here an interview with 3 white women who grew up in a place kind of like Macomb, Alabama in the 1930s, although it wasn't exactly Macomb because that is a fictional town. And then something to help students out is going to be Barron's Book Notes, just a book notes reference guide for students to understand the novel better, vocabulary that is used inside the novel to help them understand the book better, and then some historical context with the rise and fall of Jim Crow, and an interactive quiz module that helps them grasp some of the central details just a little better. And then that is my whole unit. Like I said before, I know this book is not outdated, but it's been pretty much read by every single student in the United States at some point in their educational career. But I think it's very important that that is happening, and that Harper Lee definitely created something that should be looked at time and time again. It's going to remain perpetually important, especially with all these social issues that seem to never go away. So it is important to take a look at this book. It's important to take a look at this unit. I'm very excited for my students to engage with this novel and to understand it from a 21st century, 2018 to whatever year they're reading it, perspective, and to have them just gain a little bit more empathy and a little bit more understanding about the way that different cultures, different people view each other. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time for watching this video.